Welcome back to Raw, Restoring Awesome Warriors. I'm Jackie H, and I have here my co-host, Gail Barron, the judge, and we're back for another episode. And as we always say, we're not experts. We're just sharing our life and our past things that we learn and things that we're learning with the world or with everyone. And today I just feel like fussing. I feel like, because sometimes I always plan it safe with her because I'll get into why I play it safe. But Gil, how you doing today? How you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Oh, what I wanted to say was that when I say playing it safe, because sometimes when my siblings and people I know all my life start walking in a calling, like I'm finding out that, pastor, prophetess, bishop, and I some kind of way I feel like that take away for me who you are. Like I don't feel like I can still be myself and play with the prophet or play with the pastor. But I know you. So sometimes I'll be sitting here like, okay, well, she's a minister now, so you got to keep it cool. But today I'm not. Today I'm not.
Where you get that from?
I don't know. I said that's how I thought. That's what I think because of the title. Like somebody all their life, and then all of a sudden you Evangelist Gail. Like, okay, this is the girl that I don't fuss with all my life, and now you got a title. So sometimes I'll be trying to figure out, am I talking to the title or I'm talking to the woman who crawl out the window with me? Like, sometimes it's kind of like, it plays on them titles plays on my head. Sometimes, I don't like titles.
You know where I think?
I'm just kidding.
No, you know where I think you get that from?
Where?
Our upbringing.
Do you think I'm still scarred by that?
Yeah, I think you still carry.
Because we honor titles.
Yes,
But at that time, I didn't have nobody close to me had a title.
But not only that, I think people made more out of it than it was.
Okay.
Because I think it's because of the attention and the status the person wanted to be held to.
Oh, okay.
So I
never thought about. I just know when y'all start getting titles, it's like, okay, I'm losing my family right now. I'm losing
just
people.
Another hat that has nothing to do
with the
person.
Okay.
With the being. A title shouldn't. You were my sister, my mother's daughter, my father's daughter before anything else. I changed a title and became a mother.
I could deal with the mother part. That wasn't a title. What I'm saying, even though you changed hat to a mother, that didn't resonate as a title to me. Or somebody come a father, somebody. Yeah. But when y'all start putting, doctor so and so, like I knew you all my life. Now I honor and accept your calling. That's not what I'm saying. But sometimes people get so like they can't laugh no more. They can't play. I'm like, come on, man. Come on, girl. I know you all my life, and I still have a respect. But it's like, okay, you done lost who you was.
No.
Okay, all right. So she gave me free range.
Even in the scripture, although Jesus, his father was one, he said he made himself of no reputation.
Okay, all right. You should have told me that like 5 years ago.
I didn't know that I needed to tell you that.
You don't think he was walking around with your head up in the air?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
No, it wasn't.
I was just joking. We had plenty of fun time. No, you never act. I was just saying that because sometimes I lose people. I change because if you get a title,
a lot of things that
I know because we was taught respect. It
doesn't
just like when we was coming up and we lived in our mother and father house all our lives, and then as soon as you get a job, they tell you pay rent. You remember how you used to talk about rent? You remember? Oh, you probably don't remember. I told Daddy, I'll give you some money, but it's not called rent. I ain't understand. Like, I know it's probably weird. I would give them anything. I would take a whole bill.
But
Just don't call
say
it rent. I would live there. That's my house. You raised me. What you talking about rent?
So the play on words bothered
The play
you.
on words bothered me, and for a long time, I took the electric bill when I first got my job. I said, just don't say rent. Mm-mm. Now I knew when I go out and get an apartment, I had to pay rent, but not there.
Oh.
Use another word. Just ask me for the money. I don't know. Just don't. It was funny, but yeah, I don't. Certain words just change the atmosphere for me. Now it shouldn't have, but that's how I analyze that. Like that means something different. Like no, we're not paying rent.
So I had a thought over these last few days. That coincides with that. Honoring the seat or the position.
Mm-hmm.
And don't mix up the seat or the position with the person.
Yeah.
Because, like the Bible says, honor your mother and your father,
Mm-hmm.
so that your days may be longer. Yes, we're supposed to honor. And sometimes parents don't meet up to what a mother and father is.
Mm-hmm.
But if we honor the seat,
Well, how did, like, give me an example of how you would do that? Like if somebody's not up to par, but you still got to honor the position. And how do you do that?
well, first of all, this is for believers, because
Well, I was a child. I wasn't no believer.
you
We got to talk to everybody. You can't just talk to believers.
yeah. That's why I'm saying that this teaching is for believers. You wouldn't
Okay.
know it as
So
a
if
child.
you're not even as a grown up, if you're not a believer,
You ain't
how do
gonna
you
buy-
honor?
You ain't gonna buy by that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
You still
what
can't have morals, like just honor the person and just it's
you-
gonna be
you-
hard.
It's gonna be hard. Just like with marriage, it's gonna be hard to honor the institution of marriage, and that your spouse is not living up to that. It's going to be hard unless you have some inner strength. You have God to make you look beyond the faults,
Mm-hmm.
and still do.
Okay.
Ain't nowhere in the world.
So you remember our former pastor told us when we was growing up, he was saying there was a lot of things his mother and father told him. He knew he wasn't gonna do it, but he said, "Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Honor
sir."
the seat.
So he wasn't a believer. He just honored the seat.
Honor
So
the
that's what I'm
seat.
saying. You could still
If somebody
find a-
teach you that,
find a way to just be honorable. Like even with our president right now, like people just disrespectful.
honor the
Honor
seat.
the seat, you know.
Honor the
So
seat.
and they can't do the you can't. Some people can't do the difference, but yeah, that rent and so is you and our brother Derek. That was hard for me because y'all was the fun people for me. Like I always, even coming up, I didn't hang with everybody, but doing the things we did together, and Derek, I was always around him, even when growing up with little Derek, you know, things. So when y'all start getting titles, I wanted to like snatch y'all and say, you know
But
what,
that was in your mind.
I said, I'm just talking to people who sometimes don't forget just to be human. You, and not that y'all change or something, but I had to realize that you can still have some fun. Just maybe I won't do it out in the open because it probably will look disrespectful. The way we carried on, sometimes laughing and just having a good time. There are some people who has become, they got their doctorate degree now, they doctors. So like I'm like, okay, do I really? And I laugh at people in church because I used to ask them. I said, I got to call you that. I know you ever since you was. And they said, girl, you had to call. But I don't never want nobody to think that it was a disrespect thing. It's just it made me think in my mind I got to treat you a certain way when we were just buddies.
No.
You know. Okay. So
No.
anyway,
That's like you say, your mind.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then sometimes it can be the mind of the
Person want that respect.
especially
Okay.
if they want to be
Okay.
thought of,
Okay.
seen,
Yeah.
and so that but respect is earned,
Yeah.
whether you got a title or not.
Yeah.
You have to
But
earn
that's so
respect.
true with honoring the seat, because when I went in the military, there was captains and stuff that were younger than me. It was the position.
Yep.
It's what you
Honor
had to respect that
what
office.
it stands for,
Yeah.
what it
So
what
it-
it
it's- Yeah.
represents,
So that's something to tell young
and that's
people.
life.
Yeah. I see people now going around calling elderly by their name.
Oh,
First
no.
name and stuff. Even if it wasn't, even in our church back in the day, even if it was an elderly person, we had to put sister in front of, because that
Yeah.
was to show the
or
respect.
cousin.
Yeah,
or
cousin.
something
So
like that.
so it's still it's a good thing. I was just joking with you
Yeah.
today, because I wanted to just pop off today with some stuff, and I didn't want to know if I was talking to Gail or the elder.
I'm human.
Okay, all right,
I'm
all right. So
first
anyway,
and foremost, I'm human.
so anyway, how you doing in your marriage?
My marriage has come a long way, and today,
What that mean? Come a long way.
because
Say I was feisty. Good. Say don't.
okay, I was feisty.
Yeah, don't go around
I
the bush.
was stubborn.
Yeah.
I mouthy.
Just a mess, Brown.
Yeah,
You was just a
I
mess.
was. I
Okay.
was just.
Yeah.
I was just a mess.
So your change. So you're saying as you're changed because of believer, or did you change because you grew up, or it's a
Both.
combination?
Combination.
Okay. All right. So someone asked me the other day. Well, I'm a widow, right? Or you trying to say I wasn't married
No,
before?
good.
See, I know. I said this is pop off day, so you can say what you want to say. Would you ever think, or should I be thinking about getting entangled again, or should I enjoy my freedom? Somebody asked me this the other day. I think they was kind of offended of what I said.
What did you say?
I was always free.
That was disrespect.
That was disrespect. Okay.
You didn't honor.
I didn't honor the seat. Okay. But anyway, do you as talking to me, we on the back porch. This is a conversation with a sister on the back porch.
Okay.
You think I should consider that, or just stay?
Yeah.
Just why?
It's healthy.
It's healthy to what? What's
Two
healthy?
humans.
It's healthy for two humans to be together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
He didn't make man or woman to be alone unless you are a unit, unless you are like have some special duties. Where
So there's no age limit on that. Like, I mean, you 75. You still thinking about
companion? Nobody needs to be alone.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna talk about this now. All right. So we're gonna go deep. Do a companion mean you got to get married, or you talking about a companion? What we discussing here? You say it's not good for human being to be alone.
How old are you?
I can't say that.
Well,
No, 62.
Okay.
62. I'm not ashamed
And
to say.
so, as your sister looking on, you've never lived life.
So you got to tell people what that means, because I don't even know
Okay,
what that means.
because as long as I've known you, you are accountable, responsible.
Right. So that's
right?
Yeah. I've always been tied down, even with either responsible for somebody, or I was in a relationship. So why would I even think about that now?
Because you're more closer to 100.
See, all right, that's all right. Payback is great. So
you're more closer to 100. So I know you still got some youthfulness in you, but
why do that have to be marriage? Why can't it just enjoy life? Have some friends and just do you.
Okay, you can, but when you know a person, yeah.
All right. See, there's some undercodes here, so
Yeah,
so
I
we're on
don't.
the back porch. We're on the back porch, so you have to bring it out because somebody wouldn't know me if you just
Yeah,
say that. So what exactly is what you know about me that you don't think I can have fun? Or you just
I
never see
I
me have
I
fun?
oh, I've seen you have fun.
Okay. Was that tied down with somebody or that was single?
Uh, it was single.
Okay. So I'm single again. I'm single. That's the point I'm trying to bring up. Why would somebody even suggest that? Why and furthermore, why do people think that's the only way you can have fun is to have someone? Why can't you just be wholesome
You
who
can
you
be
are?
wholesome by yourself, but
Mm-hmm.
you're sure missing out on a lot to seek.
Okay.
Because if God, it's nothing like you sitting back and relaxing and knowing things are taken care of. It's nothing like if you want to stay in the bed, but you don't have to worry. I got to do. I got to do this. I got to do that, and you have no one to share with, or rest of the day I'll handle it. Whatever it is, you by yourself, so everything you do is of yourself. He said,
So
even if you get
let me do another spin on that. We're talking to two sets of people. I'm really serious. I'll be on the back porch, but I'm being serious about this. When I was married and tied down, that's the things I didn't like because I had someone, but
okay,
I
well,
still
don't
had to.
don't.
No, listen to what I'm saying. If I didn't feel like getting up today, you wanted dinner. If I didn't feel like getting up today, you want to do something today, and the only thing I just want to do is rest. So
So
it can be both ways.
So I know this topic is going to be a continuation.
Yeah.
Because
How Marcus said, yeah.
yeah,
It's going to be a continue
yeah,
because my freedom right now. You don't know the cost of this oil.
I know the cost, but see, I don't know how much how
You can say whatever you want to say.
because
You gonna say it anyway.
when you go into stuff without the right reason, this is what you're going to get.
I get it. So I need a chance I need to breathe, get whole,
Right,
and then
and
maybe go into it.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying right now.
So
Right now, I'm
you
breathing.
you gotta debrief,
Yeah, debrief.
and
I'm enjoying this because I don't have no responsibility.
that's good. And that's good.
I'm not saying I want to stay this way forever. I know I'm almost 100, which you said, but sometimes sometimes you need to stop because that's the problem with a lot of things of people. I saying
Right.
They just keep like one thing after another. You don't take a break. Like let's woosah a little bit.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay to breathe.
Yeah. That's why you asked me about my marriage.
Yeah.
That's why I'm enjoying it so much now. I had a debriefing
Okay.
because initially it wasn't the norm. It was because of, so we didn't have the essence of what marriage really is.
Yeah. And
both of us was young.
That's another subject, another time to talk about what is it, because there should be joy and happiness in that if you understand that it's two people with two different ideas or two walks of life coming together, and we're going to walk this road, not the roads of everybody else, but it's you make it hard when you, like you said, we was younger, didn't understand, and there's some people older that still don't understand because it's not being perfect.
Yep.
It's just being together. It's
right.
just walking a life.
And if I had known that,
I tried to tell you. Well, I'm just saying. I was trying to tell you.
To tell me what?
What I was trying to tell you. What I was trying to tell you. I was trying to tell you that this relationship is two different people, two different ideas, and we're gonna try to be one. And you got to come together
At what
and
part
agree.
did you tell me that?
I think I was probably 12. Anyway. You knew I was grown at young age. She don't want to admit that I always was talking to her, but we always had ideas and stuff. And neither one of us had been through nothing, so it's. But
and
we
that's
always,
why I want to help somebody. Whoo, what you know.
So if I can talk to somebody today, I will go back to that person that was 15 through 19, thinking they knew what relationship was about. Like okay, this gonna sound. I'm not talking to the preacher now. I'm talking to Gail. We on the back porch. You know, we have a Christian. We walk our Christian life, and you know, shacking up and all that stuff. It is for a Christian. That's not. I can't picture what it would have been like if I didn't walk in sin. I'm gonna say it like that. Because you don't get to know someone dating.
So what's to know someone?
Like, say like so there's dating, there's courting, there's what's when you get ready to get married, you into what stage? Engage. If you never spent time but just going out on dates and, you know, having the finest of dinners and stuff, and you never seen that person at home habits or live with them. So there's a part in the Bible, and don't ask me where it is at, because I probably tell you it's in Amos, where after they got married, they spent a year together doing nothing to get to know. No, I'm serious. I'm gonna find it. The next episode, I'm gonna bring that scripture where they got married. They took time to spend together. How do you know someone just going out for dinner for 2 or 3 nights a week, and you get engaged and you get ready to get married to spend a lifetime with someone that you really don't know them? I found out so much in living with the person that if I knew that, some of the stuff that I went through, I would have never finished that process. So that takes a lot of faith, or whatever you want to call it, to say I do, and you really don't know. You got to either depend on God or depend on something, because that walk ain't funny. The process, the first 2 years, 3 years, nah. I don't even know if I want to go back through that. And maybe I go back through it now with understanding, because I done been through it. But you can imagine somebody for the first time that never, where you don't know that his clothes gonna be on that corner, and this gonna be, and it's a lot, because that's what makes or break it. It ain't the love. It ain't that, you know, that phase. You got to learn how to be a couple and a unit through those things. That's what it say, for better or for worse, for rich or for poor, whatever those vows was. I made up my own. No, on my wedding, we had our own paper. So
what did you say?
I said, until you get on my nerves. No, I don't even know what I don't even know. I think it was fantasy. We had a vow. I think I played a song that was it was Betty Wright. I was serious. It was just no marriage counseling. Just went into it. Just went there. And the first 6 months, it's like we was two different people. I think once we say I do, it just changed the whole. That's why I said play on words for me. Rent, I do, all those.
You did last 6
but
months?
I went 20 years. Ashley, I met him in 1999, and it probably would still be together if it wasn't because of death. So you laughing, but you know how I was. But
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about just flashbacks. I married in March, and I was back home in April.
Serious? 1 month? Mm-hmm. Ooh. No, it's worth to have another episode on, because when you don't know, there's a lot of young ladies I talk to that's ready for marriage or ready to move to the next step. But if you don't have somebody sit down and know the ins and out, it was the same way when I went into the military. Our older brother, Tommy, and had went before me, and some of our uncles. So I heard the story. By me hearing those stories, it was easy for me to walk. But you get off that boat, that airplane the first night, and people start screaming at you and hollering at 3 o'clock in the morning. If somebody hadn't told you this is part of that process, because you're changing over to a system. I don't know what I would, because I seen plenty of people crying that night, but I didn't cry because I was warned. So I'm willing to tell people, not every marriage is not the same, but it's not that honeymoon like you think that's going to be through your whole marriage. You have your good days, your bad days, but most of the days is questionable.
Yeah, but I don't want to spew my opinion because of the way I went into marriage.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You went into it just wrong, I guess. But then there's some people who think they're going into it right and still get in the middle of it and say, why did I do this? And it don't have to be out.
See, I don't want to,
First of all, you had a drunk for a pass, the
whole wedding
the
party.
whole wedding was
wedding party.
And they asked me to play. It was a lot.
But it was because of reasons. It wasn't
Right.
that he asked me to marry him.
Yeah.
Or anything. So,
Well, neither I wasn't asked either. I asked to leave, separate. We was already dating, but because our father asked me.
You was dating?
Yeah. We was living together.
But you was dating.
Yes.
Oh.
And I was.
I ain't know that.
Let me tell you what dating mean to me. Okay. So, see, I was just wrong. I was living and dating. Because I wasn't thinking about, I wasn't thinking about being, I'm just telling you, it's just a whole mess. But we're going to talk about it. You sitting here laughing, but this back porch conversation can go, if you want to be honest. I'm just saying, truthful. Why do people get married? You know them two movies, Why Did I Get Married? I can relate to each one of those people because it was different reasons. I don't know what love, I think love comes as it goes.
I think I better go home now and ask them if that we can renew our vows. Because
it's a thought process. It's really,
because I'm telling you, our whole wedding party was nobody sober but me.
Wow. Well, my wedding was at the Justice of Peace. It was just our family. And our reception was at Golden Corral. So picture that one. Well, you got people spending $30,000 and want a big elaborate wedding and then don't last, or you can go to Golden Corral and just walk through the.
You didn't even have a keyboard stand.
No, it was on the floor. On the floor.
So that was wrong
with
there.
With a Casio. It's like
that was wrong there, but Lord,
the things you do for people.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to do that.
You didn't?
No, you asked me. You asked me because a lot of people couldn't come to your wedding because of religious reasons. So the few that came,
yeah, that's why I had that drunk preacher because religions. Because back then they wouldn't
marry you if you was in sin.
They wouldn't marry you.
You didn't know about the justice of peace then.
No.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna continue this on our next episode of preparation for marriage, preparation for friendship. What's the preparation for just companionship as a Christian,
and how you keep yourself, and how you being single.
Yes, being single. Because because I don't even know how we're gonna talk to that one because neither one of us went through that, right?
What?
Keep yourself to marriage.
Oh no.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So, well, we're being honest.
I would but it's another episode.
Yeah,
I'm going to write a book.
We're going to continue this episode because I think it's worth someone hearing that how you hooked up, how you got together, sometimes determines how you making it through now. Because if it ain't godly, if God don't change your mind or how it's supposed to be done, it's just that was just a mess.
And to think about, we all quote in marriage, it's unto God.
Yes, they use the Holy Bible, Holy Matrimony.
Yeah.
So, okay, before we get out of here, can you tell me where did those vows, where did they come from?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, because those
you're the Bible scholar. So is it in the Bible?
Those words are not the way they
quote it.
It's not in the Bible.
Like
it
that.
should what we should.
Okay. All right.
Should, but that's a teaching.
Yeah.
That's a teaching.
And you can probably speak to the better and worse. I could speak to you from the worst. For
What you
better
mean?
or worse, because I had the
had both.
sickness. You had both?
I had
Okay.
both.
I had the terminal sickness. I had the terminal dirtiness. I had the terminal. It was just it was a lot that went against me. And sometimes you sacrifice yourself. So when I said to you in the beginning that I just want freedom, it's because I gave so much of myself.
Yeah.
Now I'm talking
Yeah.
about crossing every line.
Yeah.
I lost myself
Yeah.
to make someone else happy. But this time around, it would have to be a little different. I think I would go to marriage counseling.
Yeah.
Or something.
Oh, well, I'm quite sure by now.
I should be the marriage counselor. Okay. Well, anyway, if we want to part with something, we can continue this conversation. Then episode 2. And I don't want you to forget it. I don't want you to be cute with telling me about what happened in our lives with the marriage, because someone on the other end of this camera really is suffering or is going through because they have a fairy tale mindset. And I don't want to scare nobody. You can have that, but you got to face reality too. You really do.
Got to.
After those 6 months, and like she said, after a month, she was back at home. So sometimes some people know theirs was over before they started, but because of pressure, they went on with the marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you had no cohesiveness.
Right.
You had no glue because you got together wrongfully.
Right. So if you ever watch Medea movies and stuff, when they say Aquanisha and the whole family, the Brown family, it reminds me of that, because you're just doing the whole family. Brown said the whole family was jacked up. So you'll cause your children, you'll cause your siblings, because we had to come do things. It's preparation is not just you and your gown.
Right.
And your hairstyle and your girlfriend having the bachelorette party and your boys having the bachelor party. It's not that. So, Gail, until next time, as we always say and leave, love God, love family, work hard, and be kind. Yeah.